I have been meeting a lot of parents who talk to me about their kids having oral motor issues, fine motor issues, child not eating certain textures, or mouthing everything, gagging, at the sight of food, not comfortable with things at their hands. Um, lot of things related to oral motors and fine motor skills. And I have this course called Boost Oral Motor Fine Motor Skills, which is coming up from 28th of September. And it didn't just happen overnight. It took me many, many years to understand what is more important, which are the areas that I need to work upon. Is it only the mouth that I work on? Is it only the fingers that I work upon? Or what are the other areas that I need to work on with my child or with some child so that the mouthing gets better, the eating gets better, the feeding gets better, articulation gets better. So it took me lots of years, and I then came up with this course, which I've been upgrading on a yearly level. As I add up to my information bank, I am upgrading my course also, updating my course also. So this course is now starting from 28th of September. And I did a masterclass on oral motor challenges, and I'm sharing a few snippets which would follow now. And we spoke about a few topics. And if you would like to understand more on how to manage your child, I would love to share my information with you. And you can go on the website and check and click on that course. And we meet every week for 9 sessions. And there's a lot of recorded content that I give you, which would have techniques and exercises on what to do. And then in the weekly meet, we see how you are working on your child and we correct them. So that's the plan. And it starts from 28th September. If you feel I can help you, I would love to help you. But if you feel you're already guided by somebody else and you feel it's helping, all the best to you. But I look forward to meeting all of those who feel I can help you in your journey and making a child comfortable with those oral motor challenges, fine, able to write well, hold the pencil well, copy from a board, eat all kinds of textures, and be very clear and communicate effectively. I want to really help you out. And you can see the snippets now. And I look forward to meeting you. Take care. If you've seen kids, some kids flap their hands, some kids jump a lot. And when they do that, I know that the child is doing so because the child is trying to regulate himself, right? I know that very well. Same way, if my child is eating lots, sometimes they eat so much that there's no stopping, they're so full they may vomit out, but they don't understand that it's enough, which is definitely related to interoception. But it is also related to the fact that I am using food. Okay, understand this again very well. Listen to it well. I'm using food to modulate my behavior. Okay, either I'm avoiding food or I'm seeking a lot of food so that I can regulate myself. So, taking food or not taking food, allowing input or not allowing input is never a problem behavior. It is the child's way of regulating his or her own self. Okay, now let's go ahead. What kids are doing when they're mouthing, one is, of course, they're using the proprioceptive system here. Okay, so it helps them to release the hormones which help the kids to regulate themselves, because when they're so stressed out, it's cortisol and adrenaline that's in their system. And when they are biting onto something or when they're sucking, many kids are, they put their fingers, they put their thumbs inside and they're sucking. So they're trying to use their mouth to regulate themselves. So that's what I get an idea. And if that is what my child is doing to regulate himself, then what do I do? Should I just work on the mouth? Not really. Maybe yes, to some extent. But if I see that my child is mouthing a lot, do I just give oral motor exercises? Maybe, but not just that's not all. I need to know and make a chart of when is my child mouthing more. Sometimes there is stress, and so the child is mouthing more. Sometimes the child has not slept well, so the child is mouthing more. So once I know the exact reason why child is mouthing, I can, and the main reason always is there is stress. Now I need to identify where is this stress coming from. Is it from the demand that I'm putting on the child, where I want the child to do a particular task? Is it from that he's not slept well? Is it because he's not passed motions? Is it because he's taken to a new place and he was not prepared? Is it because of the environment? What is it? Like, it's cloudy nowadays, so that's why I had to put these lights here. So when I look at these lights, bright lights would overwhelm any system. So is the child in a mall and that's overwhelming, and then the child is mouthing or sucking onto thumb to regulate? So what I'm trying to convey is, I don't want to work on mouthing alone. I don't want to work on teeth grinding alone. I need to identify which are the contributing factors, which are contributing to stress in the system, and how do I remove these stressful factors. I told you all these exercises, but doing them with your child, is it just going to happen? You tell your child and he'll sit and he'll do? No, maybe not. Would it be like, you do it for 7 days and you start seeing a change? No, we need consistency. And there would be a lot of days where your child may cooperate, but you are struggling with those two voices in your head, trying to make peace with them, and those moments are gone. So, what I'm trying to convey is, if you can become more aware of these two voices, they are going to pop up every single day. They are going to be doubting you. Hey, you think you can do this with your child? Those voices are going to give you those excuses in your head. My child is having more problem. My child is not sleeping. I have been to so many therapists and nothing is working out for me. Either I can think of that, or I can think of, I know I've been doing it. I will be more consistent. I know it's going to be difficult, but 1 year from now, or 2 years down the line, or 5 years down the line, I am going to thank myself because I was consistent. My child is going to live a very different life because I was consistent. And I wanted to take this topic here because many parents who consult me, they take a session with me and they talk to me after a month and they were like, we couldn't do anything. My child is not doing this, my child is not doing that.